5 years ago today, Egypt stood at the edge of tectonic changes. The protest that began January 25, 2011 in Cairo's Tahrir Square would soon cause the military-led ouster of longtime President Hosni Mubarak. It was the culmination of the so-called 18 days and a high point of what became known as the Arab Spring. In 2012, Egyptians elected Mohamed Morsi of the Muslim Brotherhood president. The next year, he was deposed by the military and its top general, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Sisi was then elected president in 2014. It's been 5 years of upheaval and tumult, and today the picture from Cairo is much changed from those days of protest. Special correspondent Nick Schifrin begins tonight our series of 3 reports 5 years on.
Take me back 5 years ago.
We kept crying from happiness. I kept crying from happiness. I couldn't believe it. We kept saying, we did it, we made it. It was a dream that came true.
All Egyptians are happy.
أنا بكيت وقتها وفرحت وضحكت واتنططت وحضنت. أنا وزمايلي حضنا بعض وصرخنا وعملنا كل حاجة يعني.
How exciting was that time?
من بعد ثورة يناير واحنا شفنا أعلى مرحلة عشناها في حياتنا.
5 years later, the revolution's protagonists still revel in 18 days they call utopia. But today, the square that toppled the dictator is empty. There are no celebrations and no protesters because protests are illegal.
During Mubarak, at least we had the chance to speak. Now we are ruled by weapons. We can't open our mouths. If you go to the street, you can get shot.
Today, Egypt is tense. Above Cairo's streets, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and his government keep a close watch. They have forcibly muted almost all opposition. When a state TV anchor criticized him, she was suspended. When a comedian spoofed police by blowing up condos like balloons, a politician called for him to be assaulted, forcing him to go into hiding. Adding to the fear, an Italian student was found dead just last week, his body tortured. In total, 40,000 political prisoners fill Egypt's jails. Hundreds, perhaps thousands more, have disappeared into secret prisons.
The government crackdown peaked last month in downtown Cairo. This has long been the epicenter for people who oppose the government, and this used to be full of cafes, but you can see they have all been closed now, clearly designed to send the message that nobody was allowed the space to meet or organize. In today's Egypt, is there freedom of speech?
لا ده أنا عدم. لما مبقاش فيه أي نوع من طب أنت يا إما هتكون مؤيد فيتفتح لك المجال إنك تتكلم، يا إما هتعارض بأي صورة ولو بسيطة ولو حتى على البروفايل الشخصي بتاعك بتاع الفيسبوك أو تويتر، فأنت معرض إن أنت تتحاكم.
Mustafa Meher is the brother of Ahmed Meher, one of Egypt's best-known activists. Ahmed Meher helped lead the revolution. On the streets, he became an icon, mobbed wherever he went.
We call for your immediate and unconditional release.
But today, Meher's admirers can only write him letters. 2 years ago, he and many of the revolution's leaders were arrested for protesting a new law that banned protesting. He has spent every day since in solitary confinement. Amal Sharaf worked hand in hand with Meher.
Will Ahmed see any of these?
Raham Ibrahim is Meher's wife.
يعني أعتقد إن هو ممنوع أساساً من التواصل أي ورق حتى في العلاقات الأسرية يعني أي حاجة تحسسه حتى بأمل يعني بيمنعوا أي حاجة توصله الأمل يعني.
They know that he's a symbol for the revolution, and he's paying the price now for what? For saying the truth, for opposing the oppression.
Meher's daughter Miral is 8. Each time she visits her dad in prison, she draws him a portrait. Last month, the portrait was of her crying.
ما تخيلتش ان انا ان السنين دي هتكمل كده واوصل لليوم اللي انا فيه دلوقتي ومش عارفه لحد امتى.
So what's her name?
Tala.
Tarek El-Houli was also a member of the April 6 movement. He painted the group's flag and demonstrated in Tahrir Square. He protested with Meher. But Houli gets to celebrate his daughter's birthday in person because he chose a different path.
So we're in your office, and this is a photo of you and the president. What is the significance for you of this photo?
مصر محتاجة لرئيس يكون هو بالمناسبة مؤمن بثورة يناير، إنه بجانب ده إنه يقدر يجمع المصريين في لحظة خطر كان ممكن المجتمع كله إنه ينقسم وإن إحنا نتحول لسوريا أخرى.
محترم طارق الخولي.
El-Khouly might still call himself a revolutionary, but he's not protesting anymore. He's a member of parliament.
الساحة السياسية فاضية، إحنا لازم نملى الساحة السياسية دي.
The opposition complains that space has been co-opted because even President Sisi praises the revolution. El-Khouly defends the president by arguing lawmaking is the revolution's next step.
وإن إحنا حان الوقت إن إحنا نحافظ على الثورة بانغماسنا في العمل السياسي، وإن إحنا نبني أحزاب قوية قادرة على إنها تكون موجودة في البرلمان وفي الحكومة.
But what kind of government? And what are those parties' priorities?
يكون الأمر متعلق بالناشونال سيكيورتي، بالأمن القومي المصري، بمصالح مصر الدولية، بمكانتها العربية والدولية، بقيادة هذه المنطقة، سنكون جميعا رجل واحد اسمه عبد الفتاح السيسي.
Abdel Rahim Ali is a member of parliament in the same coalition as Tariq El-Khouly. They are supposed to check presidential power, but he and hundreds of colleagues hastily approved Sisi's campaign.
فتح ملف قضية التنظيم الدولي.
Rahim Ali broadcasts that support. He's a popular TV anchor who indicts the government's opponents on national television. That's a recording of Ahmed Meher's private phone conversation. Ali airs tapped phone calls in order to paint revolutionaries like Meher as disloyal Western spies.
الشيطان أحمد ماهر بيخططوا إزاي يلهفوا أموال من الخارج عشان يخربوا داخل مصر.
Your critics accuse you of McCarthyism.
المكارثية حاجة تانية خالص مختلفة تماما. نحن أشرنا إلى فرق سياسية كاملة تريد اختطاف هذا الوطن لصالح دول أخرى.
Ali supports the kind of nationwide surveillance he performs in his own office. His main target, the most organized opposition, the Muslim Brotherhood. 3.5 years ago, the Brotherhood's Mohamed Morsi became Egypt's first democratically elected president. When the military overthrew him and when Sisi took power, the Brotherhood was labeled a terrorist group. They are the government's primary culprit, even for natural disasters. When heavy flooding killed 7 people in Alexandria, the government released this video of alleged Muslim Brotherhood members and accused them of clogging the sewers.
أمر مستمرة ما لم يتم تحقيقه بالأمس يحاولون تحقيقه في الغد مستغلين قوى الثورة المضادة سواء من الإخوان.
But right now, thousands of Muslim Brotherhood members are in prison, and the leaders who aren't jailed are in exile.
The media and the black campaigning has managed to cultivate some sort of fear inside many Egyptians.
Amr Darag is the most senior Muslim Brotherhood leader not in prison. He Skyped with us from Istanbul.
Sisi right now, what he's doing is trying to close all room for work, not just for the Brotherhoods, but all of the political and social players in Egypt.
And that means Muslim Brotherhood supporters still in Egypt need to hide. 22-year-old Mahmoud, not his real name, comes from a Brotherhood family. In 2013, he joined protests against the military takeover, demonstrations that ended with a massacre of Brotherhood supporters. Today, he stays quiet. He would only speak to us if we hid his face.
هو انت ما تبقيش مطمنه اصلا للاوضاع الامنيه. هو طبعا عامه بالنسبه للقيادات كلهم دلوقتي معروف مكانهم فين، السجون والناس اللي توفت من قله العلاج داخل المعتقلات وكده. بحس الحكايه دي يعني عندنا ما تسابش حد مثلا من جماعه الاخوان او من محبين الا لما اتلم ودخل في قضيه.
And the secular activists aren't free either. They stay inside, knowing they lack public support.
No public protests, not because we're afraid, because we've been through a lot of demonstrations and many people got killed, because it will do nothing. People are not with us.
Perhaps the only activists keeping the faith are the very ones the Egyptian government has silenced. In 2013, PBS NewsHour interviewed Ahmed Meher.
وأنا مقتنع إن 25 يناير كانت بداية الثورة، مش هي الثورة. 25 يناير كانت بداية الثورة.
We played the clip for Meher's family.
النتائج الحقيقية للثورة مش دلوقتي خالص.
شويه تحكم او محاوله النظام القديم للرجوع والقضاء على ثوره 25 يناير.
احساسي تجاه الفيديو كان حاجه تانية خالص، ملوش علاقه بمضمون الكلام نفسه يعني. بحمد نفسه، انما راي مصطفى ان هو فعلا ما غلطش، هو ما غلطش، بس هو انطباع الفيديو كان حاجه تانية خالص.
يسقط حكم العسكر.
زي ما هم حلموا، زي ما كلنا حلمنا ان البلد دي تبقى زي اي بلد حر متقدم، ممكن نسعى ان احنا نسافر لها في يوم من الايام، لا تبقى هي دي بلدنا، انا كمواطن اتمتع بحريتي وكرامتي في بلدي.
But today, Meher has no freedom, and his dream of the revolution is a dream deferred. Nick Schifrin, PBS NewsHour, Cairo.
Tomorrow night, Nick Schifrin will look at the central role of Egypt's courts in the revolution.